Hi Gemini, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This is your August love reading, Gemini, and I'm going to do a brand new spread today, which is a tree based on the 6 of the 9 strands of the Tree of Life. Read the description below, Gemini, because that will explain a little bit about how I developed the spread, okay? So each card is going to relate to, as I said, the first 1 to 6 on the Tree of Life. And the first card is going to be your overall energy and focus for this month. The cards are ready and I have already shuffled before I've started. Wow. Okay. What do I always say in your readings, Gemini? I always want to be you, don't I? This is the overall energy and focus for this month, and it's a love reading and it's a lovers, so that's a really beautiful start for you. The second card is what you could expect to encounter or experience this month, what or who. The third card is going to relate to your perspective or where you're coming from, your past. The fourth card is going to relate to your love potential this month or the lesson in love that you might learn this month. That one's off the bottom, it's like burning me, that. The fifth card is your challenge for this month, and the final card is number 6 is your advice or how to achieve or bring about balance in love. Now I'm a little bit, because this one wants to come out as well, so I'll leave that one there. I don't know what it is, but it'll be related to something in here that's necessary, and I'll know intuitively when to pull it out. Okay, so well, what a lovely card to start a love reading with. Okay, your overall energy and focus for this month, the lovers card, number 6, a card of, I did some here, I've writing on this. Number 6 is a card of balance, order, harmony, continuation. Okay, and it balances out destruction and creation. It's about being active and being passive, is a lover's card. It's about recognizing that there is a connection between you and somebody else. Okay, that's what the lovers is about. This is why the lovers card for me is related to choice, because that's a choice that we make. It's a choice that we make whether we want to acknowledge that there is a commitment with somebody else, and some of you could be really questioning that this month. This card is actually related to this card, so let's have a look at it. Wow. You know, I didn't know what it was. Obviously you saw me pull it out, but intuitively I knew it's related to this card. And what a lovely, to start a love reading, you know, this is, the universe is saying to you, there is a connection that you feel with somebody, and you've got to choose to acknowledge that this month. You've got to open yourself up. This card, these two cards are related strongly to this card as well. This card, the fourth card, is the love potential or the love lesson of this month. So we'll see what that comes out in a bit. But these two cards are definitely related strongly to this energy. Anyway, the Two of Cups, commitment, love potential. You know, you feel a love connection to somebody, Gemini, and that person feels a love connection to you too, Gemini. And you could even be cross watching. You might not even be the Gemini, you could be the other person, and you could be coming here to see what they feel. And whenever we see a two of any number, it's about a connection. But when we see Two of Cups, it's about a connection to each other that is felt on both sides. This month, for your focus, it's about acknowledging, number 2 with the six, it's about acknowledging that there is love there is that feeling of love there is a connection there. That's what this month is about for you. That's your focus. You must choose, Gemini, to recognize that. Okay, the next card is about what you could encounter, what or who you could encounter or experience this month, and that person, or that card I should say, is the 8 of Swords. So I'm starting to understand, this is someone connected. 8 are about, sorry, it's coming through quite quickly. Let me just try to slow down a little bit. Okay. This, for some of you, is related to your past. Now, 8s are numbers is the number or the symbol of infinity. And whenever I see a number 8, I understand that it's a cycle, a karmic cycle that you are experiencing, or that you are going through, or that you are being challenged by. Now, for some of you, this is it. This could mean that this person that you feel a connection with is someone from your past that you maybe are afraid to go towards. You feel or think you are unable to go toward this person. Maybe there was betrayal, cheating in the past. You don't think you can trust that person. If for some of you that's the case, and it's as if though that fear has meant people have, that either you or the other person, that fear has made you do stupid things. So for example, you were afraid of the commitment or the connection that you felt with someone, Gemini, or vice versa. And so they went out and cheated, or you went out and cheated, or you started texting other people, or going on Tinder, or talking online to other people. And that was a real betrayal to one of you, Gemini, or the other person. And the reason that happened, though, was not because there was no love. It was because of a fear of being hurt by the connection that you feel toward that other person, or that person felt towards you. Okay, so this is what you're experiencing and encountering. It's a realization of these things. Whenever we have sword energy, swords are about our minds, and therefore our consciousness. It's about our ability to allow ourselves to be consciously aware of the suffering that our experiences have caused us to feel, or to think, or to experience. And that's what this card's representing. So for you this month, it's about becoming aware of how a connection to another person that you feel has made you feel afraid, has made you think that you are unable to move or to get out of that situation. This is your past, so let's have a look at this. So, for some of you, you could be dating a younger earth sign. This card actually came out for Capricorn, Gemini, so some of you could be dating a Capricorn. Maybe not, but it just came out. I've just done Capricorn, so I thought I would tell you that. This is related to this is your past, so it's suggestive that you potentially made an offer of commitment to somebody and were rejected by this person. This is a card that's going to clarify. So there has been some separation. The 6 of Swords, again, it's about balance, it's about harmony, order, it's about continuation. With number 6 is moving on with cycles, so it says moving away from negativity, moving away from challenging mental patterns. And for some of you, it's as if maybe in the past, because this is the past where you're coming from, you made an offer of commitment, or someone made an offer of commitment towards you, Gemini, and that was see, refused isn't really the word. It doesn't feel like it was refused necessarily. Maybe not even addressed. So maybe for some of you, you've been dating people, the same person, over some time, and maybe just sleeping with that person, or I say just, but you know what I mean. It's not a solid committed relationship, but you spend time together, you date each other, you sleep, Netflix and film and all that, Netflix and chill and all that. Maybe one of you made a solid offer, and that offer was, as I said, not rejected, just not taken up. It was never acknowledged that an offer was made, or it was never acknowledged that security was something that was offered or rejected. Does that make sense? It will for some of you, because that's what some of you literally are in that Netflix and chill situation and wanting to have a solid commitment with somebody, feeling like there's a connection with somebody, but for some reason there's no solidity. Let's have a look at this one. This is what I'm interested in. This is the love lesson or love potential for this month, and it's connected to these 2 cards up here. Wow. Well, I'm so happy that this came in. So, you know, we've gone from Page of Pentacles to Knight of Cups, which means that some of you could be a different person, but, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be. This could be an apology with the Knight of Cups. I feel like it's coming towards you. Whoever's watching this, whether you're the cross watcher or you're the Gemini, I feel like this is coming towards you. So it's coming towards you, an apology or an offer of love. Let's make this, you know, let's make this. I mean, how beautiful. I mean, how do I always say to you? I always say to you, don't I? I always say to you, Gemini, I want to be a Gemini, because you seem to have some lovely cards. The ones who I read for do anyway, or this might be the cross watchers. It's looking like you've got someone coming towards you, offering you love, offering you commitment, offering you an apology, telling you that they love you. That's what this card is representing. It could be someone younger than. It could be a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be someone younger than you. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but this is someone coming towards you, Gemini, and it's the person coming towards you feels a very strong love connection to you, and you must feel a very strong love connection to them, because we've got the Lovers card and we've got the Two of Cups. So it's just a case of whether or not you and the other person choose to recognize that connection. Okay, choose to recognize that connection exists, and he's there. So that's coming towards you. That's beautiful. This is a challenge, and you know, I sense, because it's underneath this card as well, underneath the Eight of Swords, I sense that the challenge is just the emotion. It's the, oh my gosh, I could cry for you out of happiness, Gemini. When I turn that card over, the feeling of love that came from there, and the overwhelmed, beautiful, the warmth. And this card is really reactive now as well. The warmth that came from that card, though, when I turned it over, it's almost overwhelming. I could cry from joy that I feel from this card. This has been the challenge. It's been knowing what you want, knowing how you feel, you or them apply it, but not moving toward it. And it's about fear. It's about fear. And it's not necessarily, I mean, yeah, you might have been hurt in the past, cheated on in the past, blah, blah, blah. But it feels like the thing that you're afraid of, or that they're afraid of, is the fact that there's such a strong feeling of love there. There's such strong feelings of love that's been the thing that's actually what is challenging. That's actually what is scary. The fact that it is so beautiful. I mean, I can see in my mind marriage. I want you guys to move toward it, though. Even if there's been hurt in the past and it's been unstable in the past, there's a huge amount of love. This is the advice. I'm hoping for some good one. This was really reactive when I turned that over. This is the advice, the Emperor. This has been out 3 times. So some of you might be dating, I only say this because I've just done Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Some of you might be dating a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, because this came out in their readings, or it could be an Aries because the Emperor relates to Aries. The advice is you've got to be in control and look at your foundations and master those foundations, your emotional foundations. It's about having that balance with the Emperor. It's about being fair to yourself and to the other person. You've got to allow, it's about having that balance within yourself as well. The masculine and the feminine within you. The masculine is about taking action toward love, and the feminine is about accepting and acknowledging that love, that connection is there and exists. This is you saying that you are in charge and in control, and you should feel that way. Also, people are drawn toward the Emperor, okay? So the advice is for you, this is about acknowledging how you feel and recognizing that that's not something that you should be afraid of, or you or the other person apply it. it's not something that you should be afraid of, this feeling. You know, you are in control fully of your emotions, of your mind, and you're able 100% to move toward this commitment. I mean, I can't even express how beautiful these cards are. So, I mean, look at them. I mean, they're fab. I really wish you well. I really wish you well, Gemini, in the month of August. I'll see you back here next week for your bi-weekly and additional love reading. Let me know in the comments. Share this if you're a Gemini. Share this reading, please, with everyone, all your friends, and make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And if you do want a personal reading, just get in touch with me. Email me at keywisdomtarot@gmail.com. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that reading. That's beautiful. I really wish you good luck. I've got my fingers crossed for you. Enjoy the feeling of love that you feel. Enjoy the connection, and do not be afraid of it, because it's there and it's solid. Okay, no matter what's gone on in the past. Okay, enjoy, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Bye.